The Chronos-Navigator hummed, a low, resonant vibration that settled into Ilara's bones. Outside the reinforced chronometer, the swirling vortex of temporal energy resolved into a breathtaking azure sky, the kind only seen in pre-industrial skies. Her internal chronometer confirmed the readings. 1450 BCE, the height of the new kingdom of Egypt, she'd chosen carefully. Not the dizzying chaos of Rome, or the nascent whispers of Mesopotamia, but a civilization at its zenith, where art, architecture, and spiritual belief intertwined in a magnificent tapestry. She materialized in a discreet alcove of a temple, the colossal pylons of Karnak a distant, imposing silhouette against the afternoon sun. The air was thick with the scent of incense, dried papyrus, and the faint, earthy aroma of the Nile. Disguised in simple linen robes, indistinguishable from the common folk, Ilara stepped out, her heart thrumming with a mixture of awe and trepidation. The sheer scale of the place was overwhelming. Towering obelisks, their hieroglyphs catching the sunlight, pierced the heavens. Colossal statues of pharaohs, their stoic visages seemingly bearing witness to millennia, stood sentinel. Workers, their bodies glistening with sweat, toiled under the watchful eyes of overseers, moving massive stone blocks with a rhythm generations had mastered. Her directive was clear: observe, record, and never interfere. It was the golden rule of temporal anthropology, hammered into every cadet at the Chronos Institute. Yet, standing amidst this vibrant alien world, the temptation to interact, to understand on a deeper level, was a constant gnawing ache. She wandered through the bustling city, a tapestry of mud brick houses, vibrant marketplaces, and the ever-present murmur of the Nile. She saw merchants hawking their wares, pottery painted with intricate scenes, bolts of linen, exotic spices. Children, their heads shaved save for a single sidelock, played with wooden toys. Women, adorned with simple jewelry, carried water in clay jugs, their laughter echoing through the narrow streets. The language was a barrier, of course. Her implant translated the surface meaning, the spoken words, but the nuances, the idioms, the very soul of their communication remained just beyond her grasp. She learned to observe their gestures, the tilt of a head, the flicker of an eye. She watched a potter, his hand stained with clay, coaxing a delicate vase from a spinning wheel, his brow furrowed in concentration. She saw a scribe, his reed pen dancing across papyrus, his face alight with the power of inscribed knowledge. One evening, she found herself near the riverbank watching a funeral procession. A gilded barge adorned with lotus flowers and mourning offerings glided across the water. Mourners, their faces etched with grief, sang a lament, their voices carrying a profound sadness that transcended time and language. Ilara felt a lump form in her throat. These were not mere historical figures. They were people with loves, losses, and a deeply ingrained respect for life and death. Days bled into weeks. Ilara meticulously documented everything. The irrigation systems, ingeniously diverting the life-giving waters of the Nile. The intricate religious rituals, the chants and offerings aimed at appeasing gods she could only begin to comprehend. The social hierarchy, from the powerful priests and nobles to the humblest farmer. Then came the day she saw him. He was an artisan, a sculptor, working on a relief destined for a temple wall. His hands, rough and calloused, moved with an almost divine precision, chiseling a scene of the pharaoh smiting his enemies. But it was not his skill that drew her in, it was his eyes. They held a spark of curiosity, a keen observation of the world around him that resonated with her own temporal traveler's spirit. He looked up, his gaze sweeping across the teeming courtyard, and for a fleeting moment his eyes met Ilara's. There was no fear, no suspicion, just a flicker of recognition, a shared understanding of something unspoken. He offered a small, almost imperceptible nod, a subtle acknowledgement before returning to his work. It was a tiny interaction, a ripple in the vast river of time, but for Ilara it was profound. It was a reminder that despite the gulf of millennia, of vastly different worldviews, the essence of humanity remained, the desire to create, to understand, to connect. The Chronos-Navigator signaled her imminent retrieval. The temporal window was closing. As the vortex began to shimmer into existence around her, Ilara took one last lingering look at the sun-drenched temple, the bustling city, the life teeming on the banks of the eternal Nile. She carried with her not just data and recordings, but a profound sense of connection, a quiet understanding that the past was not just a collection of dates and artifacts, but a living, breathing testament to the enduring human spirit. To be continued.